Sawadee Krab and welcome to another episode here for the Funky Pod and for Media Prof Reacts too. And this time I react to something that I'm actually very much into. I sometimes lose track of it because life happens, work happens, all those things happen. My cat is just making this noise behind the camera while she's climbing the door. Can you just come down again? Yeah, now you're stuck. What's wrong with you? Now she can come down. Come down. Okay, fantastic. Thank you, Snooze. All right, so this time it's about something that I'm very much into, like since I was a little kid, and it's on and off and on and off. But this week I just have to talk about it because WWE's Elimination Chamber from Montreal, Canada, Quebec, was fantastic. This was amazing. I have to admit, Sami Zayn is the reason why I started to follow WWE again. I tuned out for a long time, and when I felt the need for some pro wrestling, I watched AEW for a while. To be quite honest, before the whole CM Punk thing. Now I barely follow anything. I follow a little bit on social media, but I haven't watched AEW in forever. Also, because Tony Khan is really, the more you see of him, the more unlikable he is. I mean, let's just get out of the way. He got 10-7 again. That's a term from MMA, if you're familiar, by Ariel Helwani again, because he went after Ariel on Twitter for some strange reason. And everyone's just hating on him, and he deserves it. Like, this is just not worthy of, like, the owner of a promotion thing. It's just, Tony Khan should just shut up and let other people run the stuff. Anyways, let's not talk about this. Let's talk about the positive things of the Elimination Chamber, the build-up, the whole Bloodline storyline. Like, when I stopped watching WWE, I did it because I was so sick and tired of the Roman Reigns thing. Right? Roman Reigns has been the champion forever, and it's like, yeah, he's defeating everybody no matter what happens. He kills everyone. And it was kind of boring. And then the thing with the Bloodline, like his cousins are the tag team champions, and then there's the other cousin now coming into the fold as well. And then Paul Heyman is like his counsel. Like Paul Heyman is fantastic, obviously, on the microphone. And then the Sami Zayn thing happened like 10 months ago. So you're like, that is random, but let's see what's gonna happen. And like the way they told the story, and if you've watched any of my previous videos or listened to the podcast, you know that I'm all about storytelling. It's also something I teach at university. So the story they told here is slowly Sami Zayn working his way into the bloodline, being accepted and becoming an honorary Uso with a t-shirt. The crowd went wild, and then he's still getting abused by Roman Reigns in between, and they try to make him hit his former best friend. And then Sami Zayn just having enough of it and snapping eventually, and that chair shot to the back of Roman Reigns, like reminiscent of like how Seth Rollins turned on Roman Reigns, but now the Roman Reigns is the heel, the bad guy, of course, but Sami Zayn is the good guy, and he's sitting with the chair, but then he gets dismantled, and oh my god, fantastic storytelling, awesome. I actually was looking forward to, like, every time I knew, okay, Sami Zayn is going to be on, what's going to happen with that story? It's fantastic. So then they went to Montreal on Friday for their SmackDown show, and Sami Zayn is from Montreal, right, from Canada, and this was the biggest pop I have heard probably since Daniel Bryan. That's what everybody's saying. Back then, I was not a Daniel Bryan fan. I was not on board of the yes train. So this for me felt way more organic. I don't know why, and yes, I was hyped, and Sami Zayn comes out at the end of the show. Like they timed it like 5 minutes 25 without him saying anything, and just people chanting his name, singing his theme song. It was fantastic. And then the pay-per-view happens the day after, right? And you're like, okay, it's a WrestleMania soon, so they're not gonna take the title of Roman Reigns so short ahead of WrestleMania, and we all assume that Cody Rhodes is gonna be the one to take the title, where he was built so carefully as the big title challenger to Roman Reigns. So they're not gonna have Sami Zayn take the title. Sami Zayn doesn't look like a pro wrestler, like the face of the company, right? But they told the story so well in between, you thought like, oh, maybe they do it? And the crowd, still in Montreal, right? The crowd's going bananas, insane. It's fantastic. You see like an in the background, also from the Friday episode already, you see like the audience, like children, like fevering, like with Sami Zayn, being like, "Oh my God, is he gonna do it?" It was fantastic. It was just fantastic. Also, props to Roman Reigns, of course, to like healing it up. Obviously, the interference and everything was great too from the Usos and so on. Made sense. Then the ending, of course, but you couldn't have a clear-cut ending. If you don't have Sami Zayn win, you cannot have a clear-cut ending. And in the end, the beatdown at the end took a bit too long for Kevin Owens to come out, obviously. But other than that, it was fantastic, right? And the crowd's just completely into it. Would I have liked that they would pull it off? Yes, of course. Was it understandable that they didn't? Yes, of course. Right? Yeah. From a storytelling point of view, you can still continue the story, and they did, right? Which is fine, because now Sami Zayn is like. If you hear the background noise, that's my cat again. I know usually she sleeps at that time, but right now she's like very active. Snooze, you're interfering with my storytelling masterclass right now. Go down from the door. Thank you. Okay, so storytelling. Now they like Sami Zayn goes after the Bloodline and will only stop once he's taken him down, and now he asks Kevin Owens to join him, but Kevin Owens is still disappointed that Sami Zayn didn't help him before because he just let the others beat him down and so on. So there's just some drama in there. Eventually, the leaked plan is apparently Owens and Zayn versus the Usos at WrestleMania for the tag team titles, which is a consolation prize, but it's not what we want, of course. We want Sami Zayn to take the actual title, right? But might not happen. But nevertheless, the journey so far was just fantastic. Like the storytelling, it got me back into watching WWE. So I think so far it's been great. It's sad that they didn't pull the trigger, but it's understandable because it would have only been like the pop for like a night or for 2 or 3 days, or maybe for a week, but then they would have to think about like how do we salvage that? We want that main event between Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes for WrestleMania, so how do we make that happen, right? So fair enough, I guess. But the show after, Sami Zayn still over as hell as anything. And that's when he tried to propose to Kevin Owens to go after the Bloodline together, and Kevin Owens shut him down, which is great. I love that they not just say like, yeah, let's make up, let's be best friends again, let's go after it. Kevin Owens is still hurt from everything that happened before. Awesome. Yeah, don't just forgive and forget. Great, I love it. And then we still don't know what happened with Jey Uso, because Jey Uso didn't want to hit Sami Zayn, and then Sami Zayn tried to spear Roman Reigns like in the main event, but Roman Reigns moved and he hit Jey Uso. So so many angles still in there. It's awesome. So we still get a few more weeks, months of this, probably until WrestleMania, which is in April 1st and 2nd. So far, I can't believe I'm saying this, because that's what I was hating on WWE. Like I used to do like wrestling podcasts for a while, right? If you've ever listened to that. And I stopped because it just got so stale with the storytelling. But now I'm back in. You can see I'm invested. Oh my, I'm really invested in it. So great job, WWE. I love the stories here that you're telling. When Sami Zayn hit like the Exploder suplex and then hit the Superman punch and then the Helluva kick, I thought, maybe they pull it off. So fantastic. Let me know what you think. Like, are you invested in the whole storyline? Do you compare it to Daniel Bryan back then? To be honest, I haven't watched AEW in a while now, and I was all on body AEW ship. But now WWE turned it around. Storytelling matters. There you go. Tell good stories, the people will come. Awesome. Let me know your thoughts. I'll go and watch it again. Probably I'm just going to listen to the ovation that Sami Zayn got, because it still gives me goosebumps. It's awesome. Let me know what you think. Until then, maybe we will have those wrestling podcasts more often now again, from a media storytelling point of view. Let's see. Until then, stay safe, take care. Like, share, subscribe, rate the podcast. I'm watching. Until then, stay safe, take care. Don't forget to kick out at 2. Saudi Cup.